pass is blocked back. Nice play by Bear. Run down by Cassian. Goes backhand and scores.
Zach, man, lose the mustache. I get that it's for a cause, but it's not a good look for you. Honestly, you look like Mike Farrell from about season 6 or so of MASH. What is going on, everybody? JD here, and welcome to week 6 of the American Oiler Recap Show, brought to you by, yes, an American. 2 roster moves to throw at you this week. Tomas Jurcho waived on the 7th of November after that absolute trash performance against St. Louis midweek. Only 11:50 total ice time. Took a penalty about 6 minutes into that game, of which St. Louis scores on the power play 18 seconds later. He gets waived, clears waivers the next day, so he's assigned to Bakersfield. Colby Cave also sent straight down to Bakersfield since he was waived within the last 30 days. Now, after Connor scores 2:46 into the contest on the power play, mind you, assists from Leon and the goaltender Mike Smith, we got to circle back and talk a little bit of trash about Mike Smith. Lets in 3 goals on 23 shots, good for an 87 flat save percentage. I guess he was just tired from the week before after getting absolutely bombarded by Pittsburgh, stopping 51 shots on 52 attempts, that he wasn't exactly prepared to face the Stanley Cup winners from last season that, mind you, weren't playing Vlad Tarasenko or their goaltender Jordan Binnington. So you think Edmonton would have wanted to show better in this game. Instead, they give up 2 in the second, 2 empty netters in the third, including that wicked curveball. Did y'all see that thing from Tyler Bozak? That thing was headed for the corner and then just hard dog-legged into the goal. After the game, Oscar Klefbom made the point that this basically was a playoff game, and this team has a long way to go if they want to compete in this type of game. I mean, look, St. Louis is sitting 12-3-3, good for 27 points. That's top of the Western Conference, people. This very well could be a Western Conference Finals showdown come next summer, provided both teams keep their act together through the rest of the season. So just simply not good enough against St. Louis. Edmonton drops this game 5-2. Decent performance from Jake Allen in place of Jordan Binnington in goal. 32 saves on 34 shots. 941 save percentage. That's the kind of goaltending you want night in, night out. Obviously, it's not going to happen, so we're going to write this one off as just kind of that odd midweek game that didn't go the Oilers' way. Those roster moves happened between the matchup in St. Louis and then New Jersey on Friday. New Jersey is struggling this year, y'all. They are last in the Metro right now, and Edmonton would make sure that they stayed there. A 4-0 drubbing of the New Jersey Devils. Sorry, Taylor Hall. Mikko Koskinen pitches the shutout, his first of the year, his 5th in his career, stopping 29 shots. Leon Draisaitl gets things going early in the second period. I think both teams just forgot to play the game in the first period, so we might as well just skip it entirely. Leon scores. Haas gets his 2nd of the year from Matt Benning and Chris Russell. Go figure, the rest of the bottom 6 is not going to assist him there. The real deal, James Neal, gets his 12th of the season. 12, people. When is he going to slow down? Answer, he's not. And then the big man himself, Alex Chiasson, gets on the board in the 3rd. It's Mom's weekend. I believe he said after the game that his mom now needs to come to every single game. I don't blame him. My mom came to all of my sporting events as a kid. Not that I did any better, but still. Well done, Chasser. I really think Haas needs to be given an extended look at that 3rd-line center job. Riley Sheahan, I guess, was brought in to kill penalties and win faceoffs. And yeah, he went 68% last night, 13 wins, 6 losses. Decent enough, but I still see him as a 4C instead of a 3C. Haas, I don't know what it is about Haas. He just brings this extra edge to this team, a little bit extra grit and speed that I don't see out of Riley Sheahan. Can we move Haas up to 3C? I was saying before the season to several people that actually don't give a damn about the Oilers that Haas needs to be in that 3C role, that's why he was signed. I'm pretty sure that's why he was signed. So move Haas up, move Sheahan down. Still don't know what Marcus Granlund is supposed to accomplish. And Josh Archibald, you going to do something this year, man? You want to contribute to the cause? So the Oilers sweep the season series against New Jersey, had that shootout win back in October, 4-3, and they defend home ice with the shutout. This takes us into Sunday night's contest in Anaheim, Edmonton, going into the Honda Center for the first of 4 games this year. Mikko Koskinen getting another look in goal. Another great performance from the Finn. 31 saves on 33 shots, good for a 939 save percentage. I really think Koskinen is starting to live up to that 3x3 deal that Chiarelli gave him. Sure, he has his off games and everyone flips out after that, but he strings together several great stretches. He's got 7 of the Oilers' 12 wins this year. leads the team in save percentage at a 928 and is only allowing a 216 goals against. And I really think we need to borrow Oilers Nation's hashtag keep Nuge forever after this game. 2 goals from the 2C. The first one, give or take 90 seconds into the contest, just throws one by John Gibson's blocker, beats him short side. Realistically, those kind of goals shouldn't go in, but hey, we'll take it. The second one was an absolute snipe from the slot. I mean, you couldn't have put that thing any closer to the post without it hitting and going out. But the big story of the Edmonton Oilers offense on this night, a Connor McDavid hat trick. Gets his first in the first and then 2 in the third period, 13:25 into the third period to give him the hat trick assist from Oscar and Leon. Kid's on a heater. I mean, that's about all you can say right now. The kid is playing out of his mind. And Leon Draisaitl, don't forget he still plays for this team, is more than happy to play second stick to Connor McDavid, even though his production is leaps and bounds above Connor's currently. He's got 14 goals and 20 assists on the year, good for 34 points. He leads the team in all those categories. I mean, come on now, people. Leon is the real deal right now. He's not the real deal James Neal, but he's close enough. With the hat trick, Connor reaches 400 points in an Edmonton Oilers shirt. Good job, young man. You're in rare company there. He becomes only the 8th NHL player to record 400 points before his 23rd birthday. I don't think I would score 400 points if I had 15 years to go at an NHL career. Not that I know how to skate in the first place. Connor's 5th hat trick of his career, first since February of 2018. That one came against Colorado. 13th player in the league to reach 400 points. And this is an odd one, 306 or fewer games. I guess it took him that extra 6 games because I feel like in 300 or fewer games would have been a lot more impressive. Why am I talking trash about our captain? Oh, captain, my captain. Edmonton wins this division matchup 6-2 over the hated Anaheim Ducks. I believe that was Bruce McCurdy's phrase, hated Anaheim Ducks. Let's take a quick jaunt down the I-5 into Bakersfield. They had 2 games last week, 2 home matchups, one with San Diego, the other with San Jose. Friday night game, $2 beers, $1 hot dogs if you're into that kind of thing. I bet a lot of American fans are. Bakersfield puts up 3 goals in the first period. Colby Cave's first at the American League level this year, Cameron Hebig's first of the season, and Brad Malone gets his 3rd tally. Kirill Maximov 2 assists on the night. Yamamoto gets a point on the assist on the Colby Cave goal, but it was not enough. San Diego puts up 2 in the first, 2 in the second, and then an empty netter to put the Condors away in this game. Stuart Skinner takes the loss, 24 saves on 28 shots, touched for 4 goals. The empty netter doesn't directly count against them, but close enough. Bakersfield's power play unable to do a whole lot, only goes 1 for 6 on the night. Malone's goal was the power play goal, but 5 other opportunities just go missing. The entire second period might as well have been lost for San Diego. They were in the box 4 times in that period. They turn it around at home the next night. Skinner back in net, 19 saves on 22 shots, so the defense stepping up in this game. This one was actually pretty entertaining to watch the next day. Big fight at the end of the first period. Not even a big fight. It was Peluso and Middleton just kind of dancing around in a circle for 2 minutes. Maybe 1 or 2 punches thrown, but that was really all that amounted to. Refs had to break them up. They weren't throwing punches. It wasn't interesting. Penalty-laden game, 13 power plays total between the 2 teams. San Jose only capitalizes on 1 of theirs. Bakersfield hits on 3 of 7 opportunities on the man advantage. 2 of those were 4-on-3s in the second period. Brad Malone's 4th of the year, assisted from Yurcho and Jones. Tyler Benson gets his 4th of the year. He had a hat trick in this game. Caleb Jones and Brad Malone assisting on that power play marker. Again, 4-on-3. Colby Cave gets his 2nd. Benson completes the hat trick at 19:22 of the 3rd on an empty net shot. Josh Curry also tallies his 6th goal of the year. So the top line's working in Bakersfield against some opposition, not necessarily against all of them. But hey, when they're on, they're on. Benson 1st star, Malone 2nd star, and Tomas Yurcho. Welcome to the AHL, man. Welcome back to the AHL, rather. He won the Calder Cup with Carolina last year. He gets the 3rd star with 2 assists. Down to the East Coast League, Wichita with 2 games against the Tulsa Oilers. I guess they got their namesake from the big club. I don't know. They win on Friday night, 3-1. Stefan Fournier gets the goal scoring going in the first period with a power play goal, and Chris Crane double in the third period sees this game off. A lot of penalties in the second period of this game. 2 men dismissed game misconducts for continuing altercation. I guess that's a penalty that gets called in minor hockey. I've never seen that at the top flight. A couple of double minors as well, so I bet that second period was a lot of open ice which to work with. Only 1 goal scored in the second period, though. Tulsa gets a power play marker about midway through that period. They turn around the next day and lose 7-2. No point in even giving you any sort of stats on that game. A day off, and then Wichita goes up to Kansas City for another showdown with the Mavericks. They win this one 4-2. They turn around a goal in the first period, put up 3 in the third period. Jack Combs double, and Stefan Fournier with the game winner at 18-13 of the second, and some insurance, an empty netter from Bo Starrett sees Wichita go 2-1 last week. So after going 2-1 in the last week, Edmonton still hold top of the Pacific Division, 26 points on a 12-5-2 opening. Calgary 3 points off the top. Arizona 4 points off the top. Vancouver and Vegas 5 points off the top. Can't leave them out. They're still within striking distance. Anaheim at 19 points, followed by San Jose. And y'all, what's going on in Los Angeles? They've only gotten 11 points this year. What is going on down there? Bakersfield back down to 5th position in the Pacific Division. Tucson has made the leap to the top. They sit at 20 points. Stockton 1 point off of them. Ontario 2 points off the top. Colorado's only 6 off the top. Bakersfield 7 off the top. That's still turnaroundable. That's not even a word, but we'll go with it. San Jose and San Diego round out the Pacific Division. And to the Mountain Division, Allen and Rapid City tied with 18 points atop the division. Allen has the tiebreaker. They've played 2 less games and don't have the 2 OT losses that Rapid City does. Idaho and Wichita tied in 3rd place with 17 points. Idaho also has the tiebreaker there. They have a shootout loss instead of an OT loss. Apparently that means something in the ECHL. Wichita 4th, Tulsa in 5th, Kansas City and Utah round out that division. Upcoming schedule for the Oilers. They're in San Jose tonight at the SAP Center. I will be watching that one tomorrow. Then they return home to the friendly confines of Rogers Place. Colorado Avalanche making the trip north. Then Dallas comes up for the Saturday afternoon game. I'll be glad to watch that one live. Then they go back down to the SAP Center next Tuesday, another late game against the Sharks. Condors have most of the week off, and then they have 2 games in Colorado. Both of those are 9 o'clock starts for you, boy. Won't be watching those day of. We'll have to wait for the next day. Wichita, only 2 games before they have an entire week off. Both home games, Rapid City and Idaho, come to town. That is going to do it for this week of the American Oiler Recap Show. Won't bore you with the like and subscribe pitch, but sure would appreciate you if you did. But for now, no matter what country you're in, this is Oil Country.